Hi guys, Susanna here again. I'm actually very excited about this series. I was chafing at the bit. I had to finish my recipe folders before I was ready to get into this. I had to finish one project. So like I showed you in previous video, I've got these beautiful Shirley Barber books and I just think they're so gorgeous. And I'm using my wallpaper and I picked out 3. So I've covered them. I've done 2 which I've already covered. So I've covered this one already and done the inside as well because it's sort of fairy. And then here's this one. Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous. And that's just done with the light. So what I'm going to do today, I thought I'll just have done 2. And then I am using the actual book and everything that's in the book. So the books that I've covered here were these books. So I'm going to be using it all because it needs a firm cover. What I'm going to be making is a photo journal. So I've got an idea. Excuse me, sniffing away. I need to blow my nose. Tissues are around here somewhere. Oh, 10. Okay. So what I'm doing is okay, this one, and this book was called, see, that's one of the books, and here's the other one. It's so gorgeous what I've got in mind for these. So and it's called, what is it, Those Wicked Rats Again. So if you want to know what book I got these from, Those Wicked Rats Again. And then this one is called is it Martha B. Rabbit, The Fairy's Cook. And then that one is called The Unexpected Guests, Shirley Barber. Such gorgeous books, love them. So what I want to do, I'll give you a bit of a rundown, is see how they've got almost like frames, and it seems like a bit of a shame, but I've made a start on it. I've cut them out, cut the centre bits out, and then I'm going to put one on one side, one on the other. So this is cardstock, and then sew around the edge, and then you can have a picture or whatever on the other side, and then I will attach it so it'll have picture that side, and then it'll have a journaling space. Have a look at this one. This is so gorgeous. So, and I'll sew around the outside. So I'll sew around the outside, glue and sew around the outside, and keep that so that you can stick photos underneath there as well. Beautiful, just love it. And these books in particular, there's other Shirley Barber books, but these are the ones that I picked out, the more of the stories. And the beauty is that, there's that one that comes from here, is you still get to keep the pictures as well. So that's the idea of what I'm going to have. Look at them. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I've got the stuff on the inside as well. So I'm starting on this one, and I'll show you how I do it. But for now, the first thing that we're going to do is cover this book. So, here's another one. I mean, how gorgeous. And you normally don't have photos that big, so what I'm going to do is actually grab some other stuff, and then just we'll get around to decorating it. But you have a choice of either having a photo this size, or you can have a smaller one in there. So okay, so what we do, I've completely gutted this book. So as I get my masking tape, because the centre looks pretty dodgy, I need to fix that. So So I always usually get a bit of masking tape just to strengthen the centre of it. There we go. Strengthen it a little bit. And the beauty of this is you're using the whole book, and you've even got the extra little pictures, and pictures on the inside I'll be using on the on these papers. So it'll be perfect. So I'll have I'll put some pictures and stuff and do a bit of collaging, and this is where you can do the journaling, and then you have the photo folder on the other side. It's going to be so gorgeous. Some projects you just get very excited about, and this is one of them. Now I have got this. I've got the other two sort of in the bluey colours, so I thought this looks nicer in real life than it does in the camera. It's so pretty. It's a real sort of, it's a peachy, sort of like an ombre, bit of an ombre effect. So I'm going to just stick it on the top there like that. Then get the drawer. Better be careful of my cup of coffee. That's pretty much all we'll need, because it's going to fold it down. We keep some. Okay, it's probably a bit out of camera, but I'm just cutting it for now. And we've still got some beautiful stuff left, which you can use for pockets and all that kind of stuff. And then I've got this pretty one I'm putting on the inside. It goes rather nicely. Those leaves are almost the same colour as that. So I've got these on my Etsy store for sale. They're called grasses. Now, so what I'll do is I get this adhesive spray, and I'll spray it and then come back and then show you how to glue it, and then I'll be back in a sec. Okay, back again. So what you do is you spray both sides with the spray adhesive. You can use other glue if you want, but I quite like to use the spray adhesive. As long as you spray on the both sides, it's okay. Okay, now what I do is I will cut across, and don't go too close. There's a reason for this. Keep these little bits. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. Oop. Okay. Now, in order to glue this side on, oh, don't want that on there, I grab this lid. Okay, I'll start with the edges, and then I'll put this glue just over a little bit, the edge. Okay. I mean, most of you guys know how to do this, but if you're doing it with me, it's in real time and you can do it along with me. How pretty is this wallpaper? So gorgeous. Often squeezes out, it's okay. That's all good. We'll just stick it on there. This is the only downside, you can get a bit jolly sticky on these things. There we go. Now, so pretty. So pretty. Takes a little bit to dry. What I did with the others is I did this and I put the top coat on, and then I put it and laid it with some heavy books just to push it down to make sure that it stays down. So do it again on this side. Push it down, fold it over. The roller. Okay. Now, oh, this baby's come down. See, this is why you need to hold it down. It's not a fast process, but if you want a good job, you've got to do it well. Okay, now with this, I don't see on this end, but this is a tad boring for you guys, but it's part of the process. Just wanted to show you what to do. Now, when it goes in the ends, just grab this bit, push it down, and push it down and in, down and in, and then fold it over. There we go. So that you've got yourself a nice, that's why you leave a little bit, and it seemed like a lot, but on these other ones I didn't quite leave enough, and that's what I did. When you don't leave enough, you get these and you tuck those in the corner. So because I left enough on these, that is good. Oh, I love this colour, it's so pretty. On the other side, that's just from the glue. Once it dries, you won't see it as much. See how nice the edges look. Now, what I'll do, you saw that, I'll pause it and I'll continue on, and then what I do is I spray both sides when you do adhesive spray. So I'll cut this to size in a square. How big is it? How big? that will be just 12.5 by 16.5. So I'll cut this piece of paper 12.5 by 16.5, spray this side, spray the paper, and then put it on, and then I'll probably go around with this glue around the edges, because often it's the edges that get caught. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, back again. How good does that look? So what you need to do is you need to get in there, and I fold it up one side and do that, and then turn it around, fold it up the other side and do that. And then I am going to just put it with some heavy books on the top of it. Looks so good. And just wait for it all to dry. See, oops, see, gotta leave it. It's moving. So there you go. A quick thing like that, and then we can get stuck into the exciting bit, which is cutting out and decorating all those bits. Be lovely. Okay, I'll be back in a tick. Looks so good, love it. Okay, back again. What I might do with that one is, see, that's got that on there, and I want a couple of pockets either side. So that bit that I have got, I will stick that on there, I think. Maybe fold that over so I've got a couple of pockets either side of it. And what have you got this one for? I think I may have a bit of that left over somewhere, and I'll do the same. Or maybe even just have it in the light colour. I don't know. Get some of that as well. But yeah. Okay, now move my wallpaper. That's all the strips and stuff that you have left over. And I will grab these babies. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, okay, now sort out these. What you get is this just Kazar Craft or whatever cardstock that you've got, because they're fairly thick side. Make sure I've got the bit that I've taken that off. Now, friend, excuse the noise in the background, doing some whippersnipping. Now, this, where's my ruler? My ruler. So what we do with that, oh, it's so gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous. Get my ruler. So these are all my extra little bits and pieces that I've cut out. Okay. Particularly love this one. I think it's adorable, especially those. So I'll move this along. Probably even use these as because they go really well. You might be able to utilise those as part of it. So we will have, so I've got 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, those wicked rats again. So you've got 8, and then see this is they've got sort of half sides. So I'm just going to cut out that part there and this part here, and also bits and pieces of the inside, and that will be stuck onto the corner here, and this will be the journaling spot. then we've got to put it together somehow. So okay, I'll just quickly show you how I did that. Pretty simple. Oh, which one will I grab? I'll grab one that's nice and simple. Simple, simple, simple. That one. That's pretty simple, but I'll get one that's a little bit of a challenge. So I think I've left my metal ruler inside. I'll be back. Hang a second. Back again. Found my ruler. So on the bits that we can, actually, this one here, we'll do the easy one. Rather than going along here, this is a nice and easy one. So you just get the frame from here to here. Up. I might have to get a new, when it gets to the leaf, you need to get yourself a really good sharp blade. If you want, you can do this with scissors if you feel more comfortable. Okay, that's the extent of the hand cutting on that one. Some of them require more hand cutting. Okay. And get a bit closer. Be careful. Oh, look at the birds on top. They're so cute. This is going to be adorable. I enjoy scrapbooking, but this is like another level. Scrapbooking, journaling. Oh, not quite. Cut that there. Voila! And then I've got myself a gorgeous picture on the inside. See, I could probably utilise some of this on the other side. And I'm going to cut this yucky bit off. There we go. And there you go. And then you get that, and you just lightly, it'll have a bit of a raw edge, just ink on the inside. And I'm sure if you haven't got these books, I'm sure that you could go and get books that have things like this, like maybe in flowers, or I just thought this would be beautiful for kids, maybe putting your kids' photo album in there, or be nice if you did a floral one. It'd make a lovely wedding gift, because when you have children and weddings, that's when you use the photos. Oh, so gorgeous. How cute is that? Especially with these though, like I think a little children's book would be really nice. Okay, so now this one is a little bit more tricky. So, I have got glue everywhere. Now to be a little bit more involved in that, what I want to do is get some of this paper and maybe make like tear and sort of roll over the edges, and maybe make some leaves and really give it that nice 3D element. Put a bit of work into them because they are going to be rather special. So this one, it may look like you're going to be doing, so you wouldn't cut that, you would cut along here and over there, and even get just the leaves there. So, and then you would cut around his little face. So that's probably going to be the hardest. So I'll do that. Make sure it's nice and tight. You may have to, this is why you need a sharper one. Or if you don't feel confident in doing it with the blade, just sort of go off to the side, and I may just go around it a little bit actually. It's probably a good idea. And then come back in with the scissors a bit later on. There we go. And this one's a little bit more higgledy-piggledy because it is a, it's right on the edge and it looks like it's the tree, which is really quite pretty. I've got my seasonal collage March page to do, which I'm going to be, because it's autumn here, so like the weather's been crazy, it's been so hot, but today I've actually got the heater on, which is nice. There we go. Now you pick, rather than cutting out that, sort of go around it. And it's a little bit of work, but so well worth it. Okay. Once again, because we've kept that on that side, I might go around this one too. Just to continue the shape along. Little kitty, isn't she cute? Oh. Now, what I might do is go up to here, maybe go around it a little bit, like that. And yeah. Now we've got two jolly whippersnippers going out there. My husband's doing the lawn and he's got a friend over, and he's kindly offered to help us whippersnip because our garden's atrocious. I reckon it's the worst in the street. So that's the trouble when you're doing renovating. The garden sort of gets a bit left unattended, so that part is okay. Oh, so cute. Now what we do here, if you don't feel comfortable with the knife, just come in with the scissors, which I might do around his face, but everywhere else I will do with the knife. He's so cute, this little guy. So as that's part of the picture, keep his little head in there. Now we're going to need to do something about that. So what I'll do is I'll figure out something. Bit of fabric, label, whatever. Okay. There we go. And I'll do the same on the other side. Secret to fussy cutting is moving the paper. But most of it's you can do with a blade and a ruler. I've got a little bit more to do there. So that's will be the first step. So if you can get your journal covers covered, and then, you know, find a book that you really like, and then we've got to do the cover yet as well, because the back will stay like that, but the front, they accidentally got some glue on here and it didn't like it. So we're going to put a nice cover on there, and I might even utilise, you know, maybe one of these really cute pictures or something like that. Yeah, so this one needs to be cut on the edge as well. There we go. So it really doesn't take that long. I did the 2 in the short time, and there's only 8 in the book. I'll just continue on cutting that, and then I'll be back in the next tutorial to show you what we're going to do in the next one. Thanks guys for watching, and I really hope that you do this along with me, because it is a gorgeous idea. They're going to be so beautiful when they're done. Very exciting. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.